We'll find out shortly whether or not they're straight. I suppose not. Nope, they're not very straight. You know what? We're going to have to take this slowly. We're going to have to build a ladder and get this all sorted out.
Whirl.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Cjthecheesedj here, and we're back. And the weather at the moment matches our mood. So we've been gone off the server for about 2 days, and our fellow tribe mates have decided to absolutely ruin our base. We had a nice, perfectly set up base going on, and look what they've done to it. Look at our poor dino breeding program. I can't believe we ever trusted to let these people into our base. Now, we've currently fixed it up a tiny bit. We've added the pens for our Ravagers back in. But other than that, everything else is a mess. Just look at all this unfinished work going on. I'm gone for 2 days, and look at this. Look at this monstrosity that is left behind in my stead. It is just a nightmare. Not only that, we have also lost 2 of my favourite dinosaurs. Not only have we lost our Christmas aberration iguanodon that so perished from our own tribe mate. You'll see here shortly. Let's just bring up these incriminating tribe logs for all to see. And if we come down right to the bottom, you'll actually see that our fellow tribe mate Leg Day butchered our iguanodon. You'll see here, he claims to us that it was killed by a fellow dino. Well, that is not the way. If we come up here, there you go. You can see there the incriminating evidence speaks for itself. Your aberrant iguanodon was killed by Leg Day. Not only did he lie to us about what killed it, but he was also the one that did the killing. Now, not only that, he has also left our vaults unguarded with no pin codes. He has left our inside generator and turrets with no pin codes, and he's just left the base in a mess. Not only did we spawn in a room full of dodos that we couldn't actually move in, we were stuck there. We had no way to get out. It was ridiculous. Luckily, we were skilled enough to maneuver ourselves out of there, but that's just not the point. Look at the terrible placement of everything in this base. It's horrible. I can't believe we trusted these people to run our base for us while we were gone. It's just a nightmare. We're going to have to spend all of today fixing it up and fixing this huge mess up. Not only that, they've let people set foundations hidden around the valley so that we can't actually build in those locations. How ridiculous. Look at this. Adopt a slave. We don't want a slave. We're full. Our tribe is full. We don't want no slaves. So, guess what we're spending today doing? We are fixing up this huge mess that has been left before us. Not only do we have to go out and gather metal as well, because our tribe mates have decided to just leave us with no metal. And where do our fingers go? Look at the spyglass. Our fingers just disappear. Look at that. What's going on? And anyway, we're getting distracted here. We've got to fix up all this mess. We've got to try and get a few Rexes going. We're looking for some high-level Rexes to get into. We're also going to try getting a greenhouse going. So we've got to fix all this mess up. And we're also going to be breeding some Megalosauruses, because we've got quite a few eggs going. And we're going to be breeding those guys. So, yeah, it's going to be a very intense day back on Ark. And, great, now we're stuck in the room with the dope. Now we can't even get through to the bloody... Look at this. Look at this shenanigans. This is all... This is all your fault, Leg Day. Look at those legs. Don't try and excuse yourself with those legs. We need to get out. There we go. Okay. No. What are you doing, Dodo? Go back in your little hole. Oh... So we have a lot of work to do. And we've decided just to take a quick little brief break. We were headed to Kano Island just to see if there was anything worth taming up over there before heading back to the base and fixing up the monstrosity that lies before us. And we just thought we'd bring you guys to what is going to be a future video. You see in front of you the Octagon of Death. This is where we'll be hosting tournaments of various kinds. So the first tournament that we're actually holding is a dodo tournament. So it will be a dodo battle to the death. Each tribe has the option to enter a dodo into battle, and they will then win various rewards depending on what position they place. And this is our sacred, hallowed ground where it will all take place. So just wanted to bring you guys through, so keep an eye out for that video when we bring aboard the Dodo Fight Club, because it will definitely be one to remember. Speaking of dodos, what level are you guys here? We're also entering in this dodo tournament. Ooh, 125. And we currently have a dodo champion for ourselves. However, we're still working on it. We're still not sure if we're going to enter him yet. But we're definitely keen, and we're definitely plan on getting it going. Now, while we're flying over here as well, I also forgot to mention the other dino that we actually lost was a roll rat. Now, it wasn't our Christmas roll rat, but it was our bloody high level roll rat, and we can't get any more of those because we're not on Aberration anymore. So, our fellow tribe mate has a lot to answer for. Heck, we might even alienate him from the tribe. We might even kick him out. So guys, stay keen, because there might be a free tribe slot part of my tribe that we might introduce to other players depending on our current situation and what we decide to do to our fellow tribe mate. But I'm very close to kicking him, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know how I can do it. It's going to be a tough decision to make. Oh god, and we're on Kano Island, as you guys saw previously. And there's a one... I think it's a 45 Alpha T-Rex. Yeah, we're just going to fly past. We're not going to try and take it on with our RG. We could bring our crabs across and try and take it on with our crabs. But I think for now what we might do is might actually just leave it for now. With oh my god, is there something else Alpha over there? Or is that just the random glow of the island? That is just the random glow. What level is this little Rex down here getting absolutely decimated? Only a level 45. It's dead. It didn't even last. Are there any high-level RGs here? 110 is the highest one that we just saw. Doesn't look like we're going to be taming anything of that up. But we might have to come back for that Alpha Rex, I think, and try and kill that. What do we got going on over here? Anything? Level 5 RG? I mean, I don't know. That's pretty borderlining amazing. I saw a 120 in there. Is that a Raptor, I think? An Argentavis? I'm not sure. What's this 120 over here? I think it might have been the Raptor. No? Yeah, Raptor, because the RG was only level 20. Alright. Well, looks like the Kano Island is currently disappointing us with low-level tames. Alrighty, so we've been very busy at work. We've just gotten back from doing a metal run while it was dark. So our refining forge is currently full of metal. And we've managed to get a few wars going for ourselves, which thankfully I'm hoping 40 wars is going to be enough. I don't know how we managed to end up on 40. But I don't think it's going to be enough. So we're definitely going to have to do some more wars up. This is our dino storage area, so we're all going to move all these guys, and we're going to be able to try and put some of our dinos into here, which will make it look a lot less chaotic, I guess you could say. You can see all the dinos; they're kind of everywhere. So we're going to try and make this place a little bit more organized for ourselves. Great, there goes one of the wars. More organized for ourselves, so that we have more room for dinos and more room for everything else. Because we are in the Hidden Valley, and it's obviously going to need some defenses, which we also have covered, but we're still not happy with our tribe person that we still... Oh, and we have a baby Ravager now ready to be claimed as well. Here we go, imprint, thank you. Alright, we're going to cancel that. We're going to go get this guy some food before he decides to die, like many of our other born dinos that we've just forgotten to claim. Well, I should say my fellow tribe mate has forgotten to claim in my absence. So we're going to get some more food on this baby. Hopefully this one comes out alive. Is it a female? I really want a female. Finally! Another female. You have no idea how hard it is and annoying it is to breed with a single female. It gets very annoying. Can we access your inventory a little dude? Well, you know what? We're going to have to demolish this anyway. So here goes. There we go. Might as well, because it's going to have to get demolished anyway. Now we can access your inventory. Alrighty, here you go, little dude. Take some of that sweet meat action. There you go. All yours. Dig in. Alright. So far we've got 2-layered high. I mean, we're probably going to go 4 high, I think, because we're going to go for the gate. The question is, where do we want the gate to go? That is the big question. Yes, you guys go to sleep now. Well-earned sleep. We did get them to lay another egg as well. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. We'll go 1 like that. Okay, we'll go 1 over here. And we'll go boom. And okay, well, that's where our gate is going to go. Perfect. Now that we've got that sorted, let's get the rest of these walls up. And hopefully the base will look a lot less fuddled and a lot more cleaner. Alrighty, and we are finally back, and things are looking pretty good at the moment. Now, you can see here we've got our dino storage area pretty much all set. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what is going on with the walls and why is there no ceiling? Well, we're going to leave it ceilingless because people are obviously going to fly over. They're going to try and break in and be like, oh, what's in here? And they're just going to demolish all our hard work for nothing because it's just our dino tames. So we're leaving it open so they can see that it's just our dino tames, as well as that we're not putting walls on this side so our turrets can shoot at anyone that decides to come even remotely close to our base and still tries to gain access through this little wall panel over here. So as you can see, we currently have it set up nicely. We've got some of the breeding dinos that we want to set up on the back. We've got room for 2 more, I believe. Yeah, we could probably do 2 more, 3 more maybe, even use that corner as a little breeding thing as well. What we're going to breed yet, we're still not 100% sure, but we plan on using the saber-tooths as well. We're going to be breeding those guys up once we find a decent level male. We're going to get some of those guys going. And yeah, probably not going to bother with the birds until we get a high level one. And when we do, we'll just build a little enclosure for them, probably on this side here. But for now, we're going to have to move all our dinos inside this little breeding pen. And hopefully we can get those guys in. We're planning on making a little trip to the redwoods as well to try and get some dire bears and thylacoleos going for ourselves. So things are looking pretty good as well. We're going to try and get our trike over here as well, get him in the breeding pens, get him going nice and strong. Now what we're going to do for probably the rest of today is we're going to see and hope that some of this metal has been smelted up. 49 pieces of it. Great, we've got no metal for ourselves. What we're actually going to try doing is we're going to try and get into some greenhouse gear. So we've got some, well, we have plenty of crystal in our fabricator here, as you can see. And we were gonna drop it in our smithy, but we're over encumbered. There we go, let's do that now. There we go, we can come across into our smithy, and we're gonna try and get into some greenhouse things, so we can start our kibble farms and get some of those going. So we'll have everything set and ready to go that we need to. Alright, greenhouse, how many can we make? 13, 19, okay, well, you don't need as much as I thought you would. How high are we going to go? We're going to go too high. We'll probably do a 2x4, 2x3. How many crop plots do we need? 4, roughly. 1 for each of the vegetables. Yeah. So we'll go 2x4. So we'll go with 10 ceilings for now. And we need, if I can calculate correctly, we'll need 8. We'll need 8 ceilings, if I am thinking correctly. We're going to grab another stack of metal. That should be all the metal, crystal we need, actually. I think that might be it. That should do it. And for foundations, we're actually going to go with stone foundations as well. I don't think there's any stone left in those. So we're going to have to gather up some more stone, and then we're going to lay down the greenhouse. Alrighty, so before we go about making all our stone foundations and everything, we found a level 55 moose chops. Oh, okay, that was a lot easier than I expected. I was expecting this guy to take a lot longer to tame up. Alright, what do we got? We got, I've never actually used these guys for anything. So rare flower, rare mushroom, leech blood, organic polymer. Okay, so these guys would be really good for organic polymer. So we can actually take our crab up to the snow, take our moose chop with us, and just go absolutely nuts on a bunch of the penguins. Alright, so now you're probably wondering how we go about gathering all our stone that we ever need. Well, we actually grab our crab here, we pick up Mr. Moose Chops. That's not who we wanted to pick up. Let's let you go. We actually pick up our Dodicarus, and we run around to various rocks, and you'll actually see that our Dodicarus will break apart the rocks. Now with this, we actually jump over the behemoth gates, and we actually do it out in the little corridors, because there's a lot of stone out there that we don't really need, whereas this stuff we kind of like to keep for aesthetic purposes. But you can see here, our Dodicarus pretty much manages to gather a whole heap of stone on its own, and then we just manage to pretty much grab all the wood that we need by just chopping it down. Sometimes we use our roll rat, most of the time we just chop it down. But the only downside to doing it like this is that sometimes the Dodicarus gets bugged out, and you can see now he's stopped gathering because he's too full of stone. So all we need to do now is we actually just grab some of these trees, get some of this sweet wood action. We do already have quite a bit of wood on our inventory at the moment. We like cutting down the smaller trees so it doesn't take away from our little base that we got going on. And all we got to do is come into our Dodicarus's inventory, and you can see the huge amounts of stone that we have available to ourselves on our little Dodicarus. Alright, so what we need for this is we are going to need 8 foundations. Perfect. We crafted exactly the amount we needed. We will need some door frames though. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to go with that. There we go. And one of those. And we should have enough crop plots already made up to be able to build the crop plots for the vegetables. You know what I mean. So let's drop that. Let's drop that for now. I was actually honestly expecting that Moose Chops to take a lot longer than what he did. Alright. So we're just going to quickly jump back on our crab right now, just so our Dodic can grab a bit more stone for when we need it a bit later on, because we're always needing stone. Alright, and we're going to jump up here. We might... Oh god, it's happened again. There we go. And you can see that we always get stuck on that little crevice bit. Alright, so we might actually take our crabs over as well to try and take out that Alpha Rex we saw on Kano Island. Because he's still probably floating around. I kind of don't like how the base looks over there with the little wall and no ceiling. So we might fix that up. But we've got to figure out a spot where we put our greenhouse. I'm actually thinking this little block of land right here. What is that down there? It's a Mesopithecus. I'm actually thinking of putting the greenhouse right here, actually. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good spot to put it. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it right there. All right, so we should have our 8 foundations. There we go. All right, so now we've got to try. Oh, wait, what? Too close to an. Oh, it's all those silly foundations. We're gonna have to demolish those now. We might just go make some C4 and blow them up. Alrighty, so we've got the foundations being laid down. Now we should have enough greenhouse stuff to be able to do it. Yeah, you know what? I'm honestly happy with that. I'm not really fussed because we just need to place the crop plots, and I think we only really need like 1 of each buried, and that means only like 4 crop plots because let's be honest, we don't really need that many vegetables. There we go. We got those. Nope. We need to get the crystal greenhouse stuff out of here. Here we go. Alright, what do we got? We got our 10 walls and our 6 ceilings. Actually, we're going to need to make some more ceilings now that I look at it. Alright, there we go. Which means we're going to make more crystal. More crystal. There we go. We need more crystal. There we go. Thank you. Done. Alright, perfect. Alright, we should probably get into some more turrets as well for ourselves. Just to better defend the base, obviously. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. That should be plenty of crystal. Keep calling them crystal. Greenhouse ceilings for ourselves. We'll come back for those ones later. Alright, let's go and lay. We've got to get used to the habit of needing to close our door. There we go. Alright, let's get into... Nope. It's not in there. Alright, let's come over here. We're still a little bit... There we go. Oh, okay, perfect. Alright, now we're going to need to build some windows as well. Put those down there. Put those there and those there. Perfect. Alright, now's the fun part of putting the crop plots down. Do we want to go? Yeah. And is it going to fit? Oh, yeah. Oh, can we get a bit closer to each other? Yes, we can. There we go. Alright. And we're going to go straight back here. And that should fit perfectly snug. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to go right across here. Can we fit? Can we? There we go. Okay, now's the moment of truth. Whether... Oh, you're joking. You are joking. Okay, we should have placed the walls first. Great. Now we've got to demolish the bloody crop plots. This is not my idea of fun. Alright, can we... There we go. We're just going to be careful we don't demolish the foundations instead. Alright, well, the good news is we got 2 of those back. Bad news is we lost 2 of them. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. Now we should place the greenhouse walls. There we go. I really like these walls, actually. They add a whole, like, other dimension to the whole game. It's a lot of coolness and fun. Alright, there we go. And we're going to make these too high. Do we need to make them too high? Yeah, why not? Makes it nicer. Yeah, too high is nice. Okay. Now we should be able to place these bad boys. Let's make sure we're straight. You know what? I'm not bothered. There we go. We'll find out shortly whether or not they're straight. I suppose not. Nope, they're not very straight. You know what? We're going to have to take this slowly. We're going to have to build the ladder and get this all sorted out. Alrighty. And we're back with everything we think we needed. Except for the extra walls that we just crafted up. Alright, we're getting these ceilings on. We were originally going to do the sloped ones, but we made this too small. We're not going to bother. We did waste our engram points on it, but you know what? I'm not really fussed about it. Okay, we've got the walls placed, the main walls anyway. Let's get this ladder down. Now, what this ladder does is it essentially makes you perfectly straight. We're going to place it right here. Probably should have placed it a little bit further back, actually. Yep, you know what? Let's demolish this and do it again. So, essentially what the ladder does is it makes it perfectly straight. So, what you do is you build your ladder. You climb your ladder if it allows you to climb it. There we go. You can see we're able to climb it now, but unfortunately we're backwards. And now what you do is you choose your structure that you want, and you actually just press triangle, and then you can move backwards and forwards, and you'll actually notice that it's perfectly straight. Now the only downside to this is that if you place your ladder wrong, like I have, you can't actually utilize this properly. So what you're going to have to do is place it down here maybe. This should work. It's just a matter of getting it in the right spot. but there you go. You can see there we've managed to get it perfectly. So what you do is you just go select that, and what you do now is you jump off, and oh, you can see there we've got it perfectly, and it's perfectly aligned. It's perfectly straight. So all you got to do is place it. Done. And then what you can do is you can go straight across and do the same thing again on the other side. Well, you hope you can. Because it is perfectly straight, and no, you're not going to work for us today, big guy. Really? Really? Okay, well, that plan just went down the gutter, didn't it? Alright, you know what? Let's demolish that. You know what? We might just do the crop plots on one side, because honestly, I feel like it's going to be a heck of a lot easier. This is taking way longer than it should have. Huzzah! And we have a miracle. Finally, it's all connected. The water just got connected. I'm hoping this is going to work the way I planned it. In terms of retrospect, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to 100%. I can tell you that now. I'm a bit, I don't know, I'm not a really big fan of it. It's all irrigated though. You can see it's I kind of like the idea of the irrigation tabs being down the bottom there. Only thing I don't like is this one being at the top. We couldn't actually get it to place down the bottom here because these ones had been taking up too much space. So unfortunately we couldn't place those. But now there's just a few finishing touches we have to add to the greenhouse, and that is the addition of the dung beetles. So our dung beetles are over here, and we are actually going to pick their cages up, and if we can hopefully pick the cages up, then we're hoping that these guys will be able to fit in the greenhouse. We're going to chuck our shine honey so we can carry the dung beetle, and it's been a very strenuous time. You can see we crafted up way too many crystal greenhouse parts, bloody crystal bits. So yeah, we made too many greenhouse bits, so I'm kind of happy with how it turned out, to be honest. I would have liked the slope roof a little bit more, but we're going to see if we can place these cages in here. We're honestly tempted just to let the dung beetles run around and do their own thing, to be honest. Now, if I get in this corner here, can I put that cage in there with it still being able to access everything? Yeah, I'd say so. That looks... yeah, I'm happy with that, actually. That looks pretty good to me. Alright, are you still wondering? You are still wondering? Alright, Mr. Dung Beetle, come in here. You're coming with me. Oops, sorry, big guy. I didn't mean to punch you up. And, close. Look at that! Perfect! Just the way we wanted. Now we should be able to get the other Dung Beetle in here without too much of a difficulty. So I'm pretty happy with how today's turned out, to be honest. We managed to build a new dino pen storage. Half build one anyway. We still haven't completely finished it. Whether or not we're going to put a roof on the thing, we're still not sure. But we built a greenhouse. We've got to get that all seeded up and all fertilized. So that shouldn't take too long. And then hopefully we can get into some kibble. And then next up, what we're probably going to be doing is we're probably just going to go out on a huge taming spree. And just tame absolutely anything and everything that we can find in order to obviously get the kibble farm going. These aren't perfectly placed. But to be honest, I'm not really fussed. There we go. Get you guys in there. Alright, perfect. Well, that's, to be honest, I'm pretty impressed with how this turned out. Obviously, maybe we should have gone a 3x2, but we can always expand out later on. Maybe that would have worked better for us, but that's pretty good. Alright, so greenhouse is complete. Next up is just getting it seeded and fertilized. Alrighty, and we were just flying over to the snow biome, and we stumbled upon a level 20 Alpha Raptor. Now we're going to try and kill it with our RG. We're not guaranteed to get this kill, to be honest. I don't know if our RG is going to be up to take it. The good thing about the RG though is that he does deal the knockback to the Alpha Raptor. So we've got that going for ourselves. In terms of health though, I'm not actually sure how much health Alpha Raptors have. So I guess it's just a waiting game. We are dealing the more damage and we are managing to get the knockback. So I definitely think we'll be able to survive this. I don't see any blood on him just yet. But is that a Rex? There are 2 Rexes down there as well. We might as well take a look at those while once we're done doing this as well. Just to get a grasp on what level they are. Maybe even tame up. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty, and the Alpha Raptor is pretty bloody. We've got it stuck in a little bit of a vantage point here. It kind of pushed us down into this little rock that it managed to get us stuck in. So now itself is stuck in it, and we're actually dealing a bit of damage. Our RG is on about half health. I'm not too worried about him. I definitely think our RG is able to take this Raptor, which is a good thing because it just means plenty of extra XP for our RG. I would have preferred if it was a higher level RG, like a 141 that we were riding on right now. Fortunately, we don't have that luxury, so we're just using this guy. We're probably going to pump up his movement speed. Sorry, not his movement speed, his stamina and his melee damage. And you saw there, we just absolutely annihilated the Alpha Raptor. Call us the Alpha Raptor Slayers, because we just killed him. So he's dead, which is great. Going to pump a bit of weight. We didn't get really any loot there. We're going to grab that. Oh, we actually should have left. Okay, well, the body is still there. We're going to take a look at these Rexes down here. We might be able to use that Alpha Raptor's carcass as prime meat resource. Now, where have these two guys gone? And, of course, the mist decides to settle in now after we killed it and now that we're looking actually for something. There he is there. There's one of them. That's a level 75. I would like a higher level one, but we're not going to tame this guy up right now. I want to know where his friend has gone. We're going to take a look around, see if we can find him. Alrighty, so we found the other Rex. He was a level 21. That's not the right one, but he was around there somewhere. We did decide to attack them. I think, yeah, there he is there. We decided to attack him, but they started to overwhelm us, him in the level 75. They were kind of ganging up on us, so we kind of left them. But we're going to end the episode here, guys. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. You are enjoying the new series. I know I am definitely enjoying it a lot more than we were on Aberration, to be honest with you. Just really wasn't feeling Aberration. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. And if you are keen, don't forget to join in on the server. Check out the Discord for everything on how to get in to the server, the rules and whatnot. And stay tuned this week because we've got a lot coming up. We will be doing some raiding as well as that. The Dodo tournament of a lifetime is going on, so make sure you tune in for that. But other than that, guys, that'll pretty much be it for today. Something's going on. What's going on over here? Something's getting attacked. So, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode, and I really hope you have and are enjoying the new series. But other than that, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and hopefully I catch you in the next one. Got this soda,